Hockey ACT would like to thank the following companies for their continued support throughout the 2020 season: Duncan's Plumbing, Capital Chemist, Canberra Labour Club, Sports Link Travel, and O'Neill's.
Energy Space is the future of training for electrical apprentices, harnessing technology to make skills development as effective and as efficient as possible. Energy Space supports teachers in the classroom and apprentices on the job site to get the full picture on skill development.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Capital League 2 Men's Grand Finals between Western Districts Hockey Club and St Pat's Hockey Club. A bit of a delay due to lightning, but it's good to see that we're ready to push back, and I don't think game times will be affected for this one, which is great. Joining me for the coverage of this final today is Lil. Lil, how are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, Jesse. How are you?
I'm good. So, to start off with our team list for St Pat's, number 4, Mitch Kleeman, number 7, Josh Williams, 12, Blake Coles, 14, Chris McCarthy, 16, Jack Evans, 21, Ethan Plenty, 23, Will Wallace, 25, Jared Evans, 28, Darren Williams, Matt Hope, Malcolm Long, Griffin Bell, Tyson Allright, their coach Dave Ferran, assistant coach Chris Moylan, and manager Sonia Williams. Their sponsors Raiders Gungahlin, Wilby Construction, At Home Landscape, and the Wholesaler Sleeper Company. We'd like to thank them for their support of St Pat's over the season.
And lining up for West, we've got number 4, Luke Cyric, number 9, Matt McKenzie, 16, Josh Carter, 20, Andrew Steed, 21, Andrew Pratley, 22, Damien Kleiser, 23, Sullivan Bacchus, 24, Lockie Norberg, 25, Stephen Boothroyd, 26, Darcy McDonald, 27, Ed York, 28, Noah Buchanan, 29, Alex Trinder, 31, Steve Carter, 32, Charles Miller, coached by Damien Kleiser, and manager Deb McKenzie. Oh, quickly, Jesse. West are sponsored by Ospreys Financial Solutions, Blue Circle, Mackenzie Workplace Law, Canberra Southern Cross Club, Zambreros, The Ruck, Monero Workwear and Promotional. Thank you to those companies for sponsoring West throughout the season this year. So now we can talk hockey.
So St Pat's on the ball here with Josh Williams. St Pat's coming off a very dominant 6-1 win against United in the semi-final. We'll be looking to take that into today, but West have the ball now through Alex Trinder and out to, just missed that in the rain, I think it was Andrew Stead who played it down the line to Stephen Boothroyd, but just couldn't trap it. So it's the St Pat's 16 with Matt Hope.
So I think this should be a pretty even game. West's definitely very good at scoring goals, but as are St Pat's, which they definitely demonstrated in that semi-final against United the other day. Did you catch that whole game?
I didn't actually. I was busy that night, but I, obviously being a United club member, some pretty shell-shocked second grade boys. So St Pat's coming to play in finals, which is good, which is how you want to be when we get to finals time. And now we've got West with the ball at the back with Matt McKenzie. Darcy McDonald that was. Look for Darcy, he might be doing double duties tonight with his first grade team, but well tackled by Matt Hope. Wins the ball from Sullivan Bacchus. And
so some important things when it's a little bit wet, we can see here on the screen just where it's kind of shiny in those patches, it's a little bit flooded there. The rain is a little bit softer, but it's still pretty consistent. The pitches do tend to drain pretty quickly, but I think those sidelines are going to stay damp for at least the first quarter. So making sure that ball pace is quite high, looking for the overheads. We're probably going to see a little bit of that from both teams today.
So Blake Cole's trying to win a free hit there, but great tackle by Darcy McDonald.
Yeah, and great to see Das playing a few first grade games towards the tail end of this season, and I think he's really stepped up, so he'll be a solid central defender here for West today.
Now with Andrew Prattley, and back out to Darcy McDonald. West's very comfortable playing the ball around the back.
And into Luke Sirik in the midfield. Luke's another one who's played a good amount of CL1 games this year and done a really, really good job. And good quick tackle there from Pats, not letting Wests have any kind of safe possession in their attacking half.
And Matt Hope for St. Pat's. So now Malcolm Long. But good cover there by, I believe, Ed York.
Yeah, it's hard to tell when their hair's all
right. It's hard to tell on the rain. Malcolm Long unable to get behind that one, and he's turned it over to Darcy, but Blake Coles wins it back, and he's given it away to Steve Carter.
Good ball by Joey, but Matt Hope read that one pretty well.
There's lots of experience out there for both teams. Obviously, Steve Carter for West has played many first grade games and National League games for the ACT, and for St. Pat's, obviously, Darren Williams and Matt Hope, both season campaigners here in the Canberra comp.
Matt Hope coaching the St. Pat's women, who were unlucky not to make it through to the CL1 final today. I think they played a really, really good semi-final, and should be really proud of their season.
So here's Alex Trinder. Out to Andrew Prattley. Luke Sirik wins a free hit from Dave Ferran there.
So St. Pat's setting a reasonably aggressive press here, but I think still kind of West will be able to find gaps here. It's definitely always easier to coach from above, but that space out wide, St. Pat's kind of banking on the fact that there'll be a turnover.
Now Mitch Kleeman. Well cut out by Andrew Prattley, who's found good ball to Ed York into the middle.
Beautiful lead by Ed there, and well won free hit.
Now West with Lockie Norberg. Out to Andrew Stead.
Trying to hit Luke on that T-spot. So really smart play, looking to, I think St. Pat's will do a good job of making sure West can't enter the circle from in and around the top. So smart play by West. They're trying to look to enter using the baseline.
Lockie Norberg now just weighing up some options and back to Darcy. And now out to Andrew Prattley. Now Charles Miller.
Good step.
Lucky there by Malcolm Long.
So a little bit we saw there. It's a little bit slower on that sideline. So I think West didn't quite have time to step in front of that St. Pat's player. It's going to be something that's really important. Like we said, that ball pace out wide today.
And now Charles Miller again for West. He's found his teammate. A quick free hit.
Just off the stick of Ed, but that was a good pass and a good lead by Ed.
Now Will Wallace. So keep an eye on number 14 for St. Pat's. Chris McCarthy is a very good goal scorer. I know playing second grade, but a first grade quality goal scorer.
Yeah, don't let him get the ball anywhere in the circle. He can create something from nothing for sure.
And now we're out here with Mitch Kleeman again. Now Ethan Plenty, but good tackle by Luke Sirik.
And a good ball. Doesn't quite slow down enough for Wests there. And good ball pace around the back by St. Pat's, looking to shift that point of attack.
Now Matt Hope.
And good press by Wests. Hope he didn't have a lot of opportunities.
Well done by Darren Williams, though. Wins the 50-50 now with Ethan Plenty. He's found Chris McCarthy.
Good job by West not letting Chris in the circle.
Good ball by Andrew Prattley. Nice and quick into the middle. Luke Sirik picks it up.
Surrounded by St Pat's players, though. They did a really good job again, really smothering that ball, not letting West have any clean possession.
Again, Matt Hope probably cut out every overhead that's come his way, so I don't know if that's a plan to try and put him under pressure, but at the moment it's probably backfiring a bit. Well done there. Now young Jack Evans with it. Does really well. And unlucky. It's the right idea, trying to find Chris McCarthy on the opposite side.
So again, I think the teams probably, especially in this league, maybe don't use overheads quite as frequently as in CL1. So today it might be a little bit of a learning process throughout the game of the forwards trying to figure out how to create space to receive that overhead versus letting that defender step in front. So I'm sure we'll see a little bit of learning throughout the 60 minutes.
Good ball by Lockie Norberg. He's found Andrew Stead.
Yeah, some good ball movement there.
I believe that's Josh Carter on the field for the first time tonight. Josh has been a standout player in their CL1 team, so a great inclusion for this final in CL2, but probably Jack Evans just not reading Chris McCarthy's play there to get him behind the West defence, but learning. Jack, I believe this is Jack's second year of men's hockey, so again, another young kid in Canberra hockey making a step up and doing really well. Now Andrew Prattley for West. Now to Charles Miller. Found Josh Carter.
And good receive by Josh, able to beat Chris and Toge as well.
He's got a good ball out here to Sullivan. Back to Josh. Back to Darcy.
Nice to be able to see Josh playing in the midfield. For CL1, he traditionally plays up front. He's a very good goal scorer, but good to see him getting a few more touches in and some congestion in the midfield here today.
Here's St Pat's now with Tyson Allright. Wins a free hit there. Now Ethan Plenty. Out to Mitch Kleeman, but well tracked by the West forwards. Stephen Boothroyd.
Smart play, looking for a foot there, but did just miss it.
Good trap there though by Ethan Plenty. And back out to Griffin Bell.
Just out of reach. I think that was a bit of a lucky one there for St Pat's. West weren't able to get that one in the middle of the field. However, West do have the free hit. We've got Matt McKenzie over the ball out wide. Another one we might see having another run later on this afternoon with the CL1.
Alex Trinder just playing a ball down the line there. Good idea, trying to get the ball up front quickly, given the ball speed will be slow in the middle of the field because of the rain, but just couldn't connect with his forward. There was Noah Buchanan. Now Griffin Bell for St Pat's. Tried to play the overhead, but didn't get underneath it just enough. Good bit of play. Now here's Sullivan Bacchus.
Smart decision by Sully to not enter the circle there, and they're going to look to go round. Matt McKenzie finds Sully again. Again, Sully denied that direct circle entry, so St Pat's defence working really, really hard to make sure that they're stopping West enter the circle.
Good tackle there by Matt, but well recovered by Tyson. But again, well recovered by Matt McKenzie.
Yeah, a really good couple of tackles from both those young players there.
And now Matt back to Lachlan.
And there we see a little bit of that slow ball. Just got to make sure they really give it everything so the opposition don't get a sniff at it.
Just Ed York couldn't control it. Now Pat's looking to stretch. They're out here. Make the trap he has. He's just needs to, good hold up play until some support comes, and now he's found Jack Evans. But good tackle by Charles Miller. Good lock, he's found Ed York, and now to Matt McKenzie.
Yeah, well played by Matt.
Just drew a free hit from Darren Williams there.
So I reckon if it was dry, Matt would have been looking for a transfer through the midfield there, but acknowledged that with that little bit of water on the pitch, he's probably not able to do it. And we see Ed accelerating down the sideline there. Really quick player, Ed York.
Now back to Josh Carter. Just draws a free hit there.
Can't quite see it on the screen here, but Wests are setting up really nice shape here to be able to enter the circle kind of through that left-hand pocket. St Pat's do a good job of not allowing them to move the ball all the way to the other side of the field.
Again, Matt McKenzie playing that ball through, just wins a free hit.
I think Matt McKenzie's going to be really good for West out here. He's got a really high ball pace and makes quite smart passes. Maybe a little bit of a got that 5 yards there, but generally he's quite a good decision maker in and around the circle.
Again, ball over the top. Matt McKenzie just couldn't bring it down. And that will roll out over the sideline. Charles for West. Quick play across to Lachlan Norberg. He plays it out to Alex Trinder.
So just under 2 minutes left in this quarter. It's been pretty even. I think maybe West have looked like they're in a little bit more control of the game, but neither team has really created any opportunities for themselves to score.
No. The rain will take some getting used to, and they did have, it was very quick to come back out and then train and get it, so maybe they're just warming up still.
Yeah, so with that delay, they're only allowed 10 minutes on the pitch, and it was still a little bit of a question of when they're going to be allowed on, because weather policy is never a guarantee of when you're going to start your game, so mentally a little bit challenging.
So West now will just probably look to try and hold the ball so they have the only opportunity to attack in this last minute. And Charles Miller just trying to move the St Pat's defence, see if any holes open up. In no rush to go forward. And now here with Lachlan Norberg out to Alex Trinder. Good ball across to Charles Miller.
Field opened up a little bit there, and a miss hit and a miss trap, but it has worked in West's favour. Good defence by St Pat's, but Matt McKenzie's back with the ball, looking to enter the circle through that baseline.
It was a good free hit there. I don't know if that slap hit from Charles was meant to go in the air, but it seemed to work out.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd say it was a miss hit. But yeah, able to get down the other end. There's just 20 seconds left on the clock, so West will be really trying to get into the circle and earn a PC here. One more opportunity at that.
And so West pushing up the field. Now with Charles, who'll look to try and get that ball in the circle, but well cut out.
Good ball in there by Lockie, but no one able to get on the end of that one. So before we go to a break, Hockey ST would like to thank Transformed, an award-winning education and training organisation, for being a major sponsor of the live streams. Your support is greatly appreciated, and thank you to Wonqy for being out here today. We'll be back shortly.
Energy space is the future of training for electrical apprentices, harnessing technology to make skills development as effective and as efficient as possible. Energy space supports teachers in the classroom and apprentices on the job site to get the full picture on skill development. Today's game proudly sponsored by Synergy Group, a professional services firm delivering dynamic solutions to government. Canberra born and bred, they exist to uncover what could be so that it can be. They imagine life-changing ideas and help our government make them a reality, and are creators and advisors behind some of Australia's most important projects. Got a niggling injury that just won't go away? Why not see the team at Powerhouse Physio, located here at the National Hockey Centre? They will get you back better, stronger, faster.
And we're back for this second quarter between West and St Pat's. 0-0 still. So both teams just no one really had I don't think there was a shot on goal in that first quarter. So I think both teams will probably want to try and at least get 1 or 2 this quarter. In the rain, you're probably not looking at a high scoring game. So if you can get 1 or 2 shots and you can hold the opposition to none, then that's always a good sign in wet weather hockey.
Or even dry hockey.
True. I like high scoring games.
I also like high scoring games, as long as I'm on the right end of it.
So St. Pat's through Darren Williams, just getting it over, maybe a touch finder, but St. Pat's pressing really well in that first quarter and maybe looking to do a bit of the same in this. Peg West back and let them make a mistake close to their defensive goal.
Yeah, and I think smart play with the water on the pitch. The ball's that little bit slower, so St. Pat's backing themselves in their press to be able to turn it over. But West do a good job of finding their midfield.
Steve Carter.
Oh, beautiful touch.
Here we go.
there.
So it's 3-on-2 here. Just couldn't get underneath that ball. And a good tackle by Malcolm
I feel like we're
Long.
going to be talking about ball pace all game today, Jesse.
Yeah, really important that you make the most of your opportunities there. Just unable to get proper connection on that pass. Otherwise, I think Stephen Bothroyd actually would have been one-on-one with the keeper.
So West press is a little bit more narrow than St. Pat's. So if St. Pat's can kind of move that ball quickly out wide and back into the midfield, they should be able to create a few 2-on-1s there.
Josh Williams playing that ball over the top, but well cut out by Andrew Prattley. And now Alex Trinder for West. Again, overhead over the top, find Luke Sirik in a bit of space.
Smart overhead there. It didn't need to be really long. He was able to overhead to his midfielder. I think that's probably another learning opportunity this group have had through the 15 minutes of overheads, that they don't all have to be goal-scoring, game-winning overheads.
Now Alex Trinder again.
Again with a nice little play. 2 really good ones.
Unlucky there by Luke Sirik, but well done by the St. Pat's defenders. Now Mitch Kleeman looking for that ball over the top. Unlucky not to find his coach Dave there.
I think Luke Sirik was right on top of him there, though. He knew that was the play they were going for and didn't want to let him receive in any kind of space.
So Alex will look to play it to Darcy McDonald. Now back to Andrew Prattley. And then Darcy. Again, no rush.
Yeah, good smart play and good ball pace from both Darcy and Pratts back there.
Now looking to get before, but well cut out by St.
Good
Pat's and force the turnover.
And backing that press that we were talking about, it is a really good press, and I think that's probably going to be one of the key kind of focuses today.
Now Griffin Bell back to Darren Williams. He's won a free hit. West defender just coming in behind him and probably catching Darren on his blind side. So still need to talk there because Darren had no idea he was behind him. So he needs his teammates to help him out in that situation. But Joey Carter wins the free hit for West and Charles Miller just slowing it down. Just couldn't link up though with Andrew Stead. I think Andrew Stead was thinking overhead and Charles Miller was thinking shorter ball. Now Josh Williams has found Darren Williams. Father-son playing together. Now it's to Chris McCarthy. Good ball across. It just hit Blake Coles on the foot. Again, no shots, no corners, so that's probably one of the better opportunities. Ball in the circle. I don't know if the ball's actually been in either team's circles.
West had that baseline entry in the first quarter, but neither kind of opportunity have really looked like they were gonna make anything of it yet.
Good bit of play here from West. Ball played through, but again, no one in front of the ball.
I think that often is sometimes finals hockey is that little bit two very evenly matched teams as you'd hope in a grand final. It is going to be a really tough game, and both teams are going to be working really hard to make sure they don't give each other a sniff of anything exciting. That's what finals hockey's all about, hey?
Now West again with Charles Miller. Ball down the line trying to find his teammate, but well cut out by Mitch Kleeman. Now West will look to try and get a circle entry here in the attacking 25. Andrew Stead. Oh no, that was Ed York actually.
Yeah.
And Will Wallace just couldn't control for St. Pat, so Luke Sirik's going to have the ball again.
So a good setup again here from St. Pat's. It really is. You look around and there's just so many green bodies.
And there we go,
Yeah,
first short corner of the game.
And again, mentioned in that first quarter, the baseline I think is probably going to be the best way for West to enter that circle. St. Pat's do a really good job of protecting that space in and around the top. So the more West can kind of smartly use that baseline entry, hopefully the more opportunities they can create for themselves. What type of PC do you think we're going to see here, Jesse?
I'm trying to see. Josh Carter isn't on the field, so that's obviously if he was on the field, that's obviously the main one, and that's one I'd probably go to all day. But I reckon a Alex Trinder.
Pratt's is a pretty good hitter. Oh, he's not even at the top. Good finish.
Turned in by Andrew Stead there, so.
Yeah.
Alex Trinder with the initial shot and forced a save from the St. Pat's keeper, and well done by Andrew Stead to follow up there.
And a little bit of deception at the top there from West, moving some bodies around after the pusher was set. Play with St. Pat's minds a little bit.
So good idea as well from West, because obviously with the wet weather, you're probably not expecting many variations to take place on short corners, given the ball can hold up. So yeah, like maybe some mind games from West there to maybe open up a more direct option when someone like Josh Carter's on the field later in the game. Oh
Dear.
Josh Williams has tried the overhead there, but it's worked out. It's back to Matt Hope.
Hope he had a little bit of a smile on his face as he received that one.
I'm going to say that was deliberate. I'm going to say Josh.
I'd like to see him do it again.
Yeah. Josh figured out halfway through it that maybe that wasn't on and just quickly changed his idea there. So
you can see lots of smiles on the field and around him at the moment. Oh, dear.
Now, Andrew Prattley, again, that little ball just into the midfield pocket. And he's yet won the free hit. And a good quick play of the ball now with Stephen Bothroyd. Good bit of...
Oh, dear.
And I think Malcolm Long, unlucky that he hit the ball when he did. Obviously, short corner is a short corner, and that was definitely a short corner, but I think he just meant to hit that just before the umpire blew his whistle, but umpire getting in quickly there. So
yeah, good umpiring by Lecky.
Yep.
Making sure you set the tone for the rest of the game. No one wants to have to chase a ball any more than they have to.
No.
Especially no ball kids. We all feel like we're suffering. We've been spoilt for so long here in Canberra.
Okay, so now West again with a double battery, but I don't know if it's going to go to Alex Trinders. His trapper wasn't ready when they all set up. It's going to go Luke Sirik for a hit.
Oh dear, couple of little missed swings. That's okay. Probably the bunt was maybe a little bit big on the top there for Luke.
Yeah, it's not someone. Luke Sirik he can hit an absolute rocket when he wants to. Luke Sirik, so it's a good option for them at the top.
Yeah, absolutely agree.
Andrew Stead, great ball.
That was a really quick transition there by West. Did a good job to get into the circle really quickly with numbers. But again, some good defence by St. Pat's to clear that and clear it out the other end, not where it came from. Yeah. So as a coach, you can make really important, don't send it straight back where it came from, because that's probably where their numbers are.
Lockie Norberg, good trap there by Darren Williams. He's gonna
under a little bit of pressure there.
Does well. Oh, here we go now. Solomon Backus, quick play of the balls.
And Luke's in a good spot there. He scored a couple of goals. I think he got a hat-trick in CL1 one game on that back post.
Just Mitch Kleeman couldn't connect with Chris McCarthy there. Just a bit of confusion from the West bench about who's coming on, who's coming off.
Das over the ball, sending it back around to Pratt.
Now into Josh Carter. Good ball in, finds Sullivan Backus. But Tyson Allwright does enough there to force a free hit now with Matt Hope. Ball over the top. But again, West setting up well. Yeah, free hit. Blake Coles was never the fire from the West defender. Darcy McDonald plays a bit well. Cut out there by Chris McCarthy, but stolen well by Ed York. Plays a good ball through and continues his run.
Oh, and that's a right idea on a dry pitch. I reckon that would have gone through to through to that West player there, but on that wet, you've really got to put a little bit more oomph behind those passes.
St. Pat's have done well here, and they've won a free sideline hit up the field. Now it's Malcolm Long. St. Pat's setting up with a bit of a back three. Mitch Kleeman's moved up into the midfield, maybe just trying to force the West to drop a number back.
Or maybe he just would like to play in a dry patch. Sick of playing out wide. Chris
McCarthy tried to weave his way through, but well cut out by Andrew Prattley. And now with Josh Williams. I wonder who's going to go for it. There we go, that's better, Josh. And it's worked here.
Went forward and went to a St. Pat's player, 2 from 2.
To be fair, his last one went to a St. Pat's player. Chris McCarthy sliding in, but just unable to force a corner or a long corner. Ball played through, but again, just not being able to hit the midfield. Steve Carter thinking that was his free hit there. But now we're back with Matt Hope. Out to Malcolm Long.
St. Pat's reshaping into a back four there. And looking to break that line through, but not quite able to receive it up front. I think that ability to change between 3 and 4 at the back really makes St. Pat's have quite a few exciting outletting options, and it'll really keep West's, particularly their midfielders, on their toes, knowing whether they have to mark someone inside or out wide.
Lockie Norberg, good ball. Smart ball in a bit of space.
And good running back there by St. Pat's defenders, making sure they're getting bodies in and around that ball carrier. Oh, very nice ball. Unlucky that was just outside of Chris's reach.
So 4 minutes to go in the first half. West leading 1-0, but it's been a pretty even game. Obviously, West scoring from a corner, so St. Pat's have defended well. They just had a bit of a lapse at a good short corner variation from West, but I definitely think in terms of, they probably had about the same amount of ball, but they could be in trouble here with Josh Carter. Good ball through to Noah Buchanan, but great tackle by Malcolm Long.
And once again, that ball pace was really, really important. While it's still, Josh's pass went cleanly to a West player, St. Pat's were able to get there and put pressure on him much quicker than if the pitch was dry.
Now Charles Miller, ball over the top. Found Noah. Now, I thought maybe that should have been a free. Yeah, I was thinking Josh maybe just in his area there, but umpire as a judge, that's not the case. Josh again with that ball over the top. There he's found his groove again. Now with Matt McKenzie.
Good so you mentioned Matt in the first half, really good ball pace and really smart decision making on the ball.
Good play there. Now here with Lockie Norberg, another one who will be probably doubling up tonight and playing a bit of first grade. Now with Andrew Prattley. Now Charles Miller.
Well read.
There were Ethan Plenty.
And Ethan had quite a few options forward there, so St. Pat's attacking group doing a good job to make sure there's a number of passes, and yeah, just off the West's foot there. Just outside the circle though.
Now back in with Mitch Kleeman. Found Dave Ferran. Now back with Mitch Kleeman. Wins a free hit. Oh no. Other way around. So Matt McKenzie doing well there, winning the free hit. Not sure what that was for. But well done by Matt.
Well done. Good outlet, and we said again that St. Pat's press is really good, and you could see Matt kind of looking around there, not having a huge amount of options.
Good ball over the top, but again, just no one behind.
So we can see there, we can't quite all see on camera, but West's forward line are quite flat there, so there wasn't a lot of depth, and I think if we're looking to throw those overheads long out wide, it's going to be important that West's vary the lines of their attacking group, so they're not all kind of standing in one line across that 25.
And Griffin Bell with a really good ball at the line. Charles Miller just cutting it, but St. Pat's doing well to force a sideline hit there.
Could be exciting. Just over 1:30 left, so St. Pat's will be wanting to enter their circle either for a shot on goal or a PC. Finish the half even, which I think would be a well-deserved kind of indication of the game.
Malcolm Long, all cut out there though by Josh Carter. Good turn. Now, takes a bit of a tumble from the tackle from Malcolm. Again, probably the wet pitch helping St. Pat's there. I think Josh on a dry pitch, that he's away. Very quick, but he's mistrapped there. Now is Chris McCarthy.
Got to be quick when you have shoes that bright.
Chris McCarthy with some good skill. Yeah, wins a free hit.
And it's just under a minute, so plenty of time here still for St. Pat's to create something.
Nervy moment now, Darren Williams.
So here the ball has to go 5 yards before it enters the circle, so they can't go straight in.
Malcolm Long playing that ball in, but the umpire judging that to be dangerous on entry. And Josh, I think, with 30 seconds, just look to ice this one, which Kleeman's sitting under it and doing well, but got to follow up there. Yeah, well done. He's just, relieve some pressure. So West will be in no hurry now to get this ball rolling. West, I think, have featured in the second grade final for the past 3 or 4 years, actually. I think at least 3.
Yeah, they've got a very good Capital League
well
squad.
Cut out there, though, by St. Pat's. Now Tyson all right, but just not able to get the ball past Andrew Prattley, and that finishes up our first half. So 1-0 to West, a goal from a short corner from Andrew Stead. St. Pat's with not at all to do, but they will have to look to get some shots. I don't think they've had a shot yet, or a decent shot on goal, and they haven't won a corner, so they've got plenty of goals for this next half.
And before we go to break, Hockey ST would like to thank Transformed, an award-winning education and training organisation, for being a major sponsor of the live streams, as well as to thank Wonqy for being out here today. And just a shout out to our team sponsors, so Western District sponsored by Austbrokers Financial Solutions, Blue Circle, Mackenzie Workplace Law, Canberra Southern Cross Club, Zambreros, The Ruck, and Monaro Workwear and Promotional. And
St. Pat's sponsors, Raiders Gungahlin, Wilby Constructions, At Home Landscape, and the Wholesaler Sleeper Company. We'll be back shortly for the second half.
Hockey ACT would like to thank the following companies for their continued support throughout the 2020 season: Duncan's Plumbing, Capital Chemist, Canberra Labour Club, Sports Link Travel, and O'Neill's.
For a great game of social golf on a beautiful course, visit wonqy Country Club on the corner of Northbourne Avenue and the Barton Highway, Lyneham. If it's competition golf you're after, wonqy has a variety of membership options available to suit a variety of needs. For further information on social golf or memberships, contact the club on 6241 3377 or visit wonqy's website www.wonqy.com.au. Today's game proudly sponsored by Synergy Group, a professional services firm delivering dynamic solutions to government. Canberra born and bred, they exist to uncover what could be so that it can be. They imagine life-changing ideas and help our government make them a reality, and are creators and advisors behind some of Australia's most important projects.
Being a sports physio, I see lots of injuries. As you can imagine, I've seen plenty of ankle injuries, and I have used many different types of ankle braces, but to be honest, I've never seen one as superior as the XOL. It allows your ankle to move like it was designed to, but it kicks in the moment it goes to go too far, and in that way it protects the ankle joint. So whether you're an elite athlete, a weekend warrior, or just someone who enjoys getting out and about, the XOL will give you confidence as well as a sense of freedom to keep you doing what you do each and every day and to enjoy life. XOL.
Energy space is the future of training for electrical apprentices, harnessing technology to make skills development as effective and as efficient as possible. Energy space supports teachers in the classroom and apprentices on the job site to get the full picture on skill development.
Welcome back. Unfortunately, we've had a little bit more thunder and lightning today, so this game will be delayed. So Hockey ACT's weather policy. So 30 minutes from the thunder and lightning, we can reassess to potentially resume play. We will let you know when we know more, and fingers crossed there is no more thunder and lightning.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see everyone back in.
Hopefully, just half an hour.
Yeah, just half an hour, but. Yes, stay with us or...
Go get a coffee, go get a beer. Jesse and I will go get some lunch.
Yeah, a bit hungry, but yeah, we'll see you back here in 30 minutes to let you know the if we're starting again or if we're delayed some more. So
stay tuned.
Hockey ACT would like to thank the following companies for their continued support throughout the 2020 season: Duncan's Plumbing, Capital Chemist, Canberra Labour Club, Sports Link Travel, and O'Neill's.
For a great game of social golf on a beautiful course, visit wonqy Country Club on the corner of Northbourne Avenue and the Barton Highway, Lyneham. If it's competition golf you're after, wonqy has a variety of membership options available to suit a variety of needs. For further information on social golf or memberships, contact the club on 6241 3377 or visit wonqy's website www.wonqy.com.au. Today's game proudly sponsored by Synergy Group, a professional services firm delivering dynamic solutions to government. Canberra born and bred, they exist to uncover what could be so that it can be. They imagine life-changing ideas and help our government make them a reality, and are creators and advisors behind some of Australia's most important projects.
Being a sports physio, I see lots of injuries. As you can imagine, I've seen plenty of ankle injuries, and I have used many different types of ankle braces, but to be honest, I've never seen one as superior as the XOL. It allows your ankle to move like it was designed to, but it kicks in the moment it goes to go too far, and in that way it protects the ankle joint. So whether you're an elite athlete, a weekend warrior, or just someone who enjoys getting out and about, the XOL will give you confidence as well as a sense of freedom to keep you doing what you do each and every day and to enjoy life. XOL.
Energy Space is the future of training for electrical apprentices, harnessing technology to make skills development as effective and as efficient as possible. Energy Space supports teachers in the classroom and apprentices on the job site to get the full picture on skill development.
So for those still with us, we're back, which is awesome. So the game will commence the third quarter. Just waiting for the umpire Jackson Leckie to get on the field. So now
Get it together, Leckie. No.
now that he's back on the field, we're ready to go. St. Pat's with it all to do in this second half. But good start there by Chris McCarthy.
Really strong start.
Really well. Intent. Now with Darren Williams.
So I think it was nice for the players, just a little bit of an extended half time versus actually kind of any break in play. So able to go inside, done a little bit of running in the indoor court. So they should all be ready to come back and play, and a good opportunity, especially for St. Pat's, to have a nice chat about their structure and shape and think about how they can get into that attacking circle.
So Steve Carter, they're winning a free hit from Ethan Plenty. And now Charles Miller. West, I think, will approach it the same way they approached the first half, nice and calm. But obviously, St. Pat's are obviously coming out much more aggressive and really trying to maybe get an early goal and put some pressure back on the West team.
So we can see there's a little bit more water on the pitch as well. So that ball pace that we were talking about can be even more important, and that dry space in the middle of the field is much, much smaller than it was in the first half.
Well done there by Blake Coles. So Lockie Norberg just faking for the... It's taken... Goes with the overhead.
So again, like a nice little short one onto a...
Now here with Ed York, so just probably didn't disguise that enough. Now Alex Trinder doing really well just to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, and good smart play by Trinder there. Shift that point of attack.
Now back to Charles Miller and into Steve Carter.
Good ball by Joey.
Andrew Stead. Good strength there. Very good person to have on the field, Andrew Stead. Now Luke Sirik.
Yes, well played by West boys. That was a really good attacking play. Kind of came all the way from Trinder out wide, shifting that point of attack, and Steve Carter able to link up with a striker out wide who then able to get straight in the circle. So almost like a little bit of textbook play there. What do you reckon we'll see here, Jesse?
Oh, I'm just having a look to see who's out there. Like, they might go again. Obviously, no Josh Carter out there, so I don't... That's their go-to. But I reckon we'll see an Alex Trinder kind of slider to that far post.
Even with all that water in front of the goal?
I think so. I think Alex will look to skid this one. He'll look to get it just off the ground. Or, I mean, obviously Luke Sirik's got a good hit on him, but I think he'll go to Trinder. It's gone to Luke. But well run down there by Darren Williams.
I think Trinder probably had the space there down that left-hand side.
Here's Will Wallace. Good ball forward. He's found Blake Coles.
Really good transition from St. Pat's and West as well.
Well done there by Charles Miller clearing that. And now here we are with Josh Williams. Back to Darren Williams. Now out to Blake Coles. Just couldn't control, yeah.
So I think there, Toj probably had an opportunity to shift that point of attack.
Was supposed to go that high and that far, but...
That was the right idea, though. His players were leading out wide, but like you said, just a little bit too far ahead of the St. Pat's boys there in the corner.
Now Charles Miller. Again with that ball over the top. It's a interesting kind of... It's been a bit of the theme of the game, actually. It's a lot of overheads.
Something that keeps hockey exciting, though, the fact that we can throw overheads, they can be intercepted in the air. I think it makes hockey a very exciting sport. It's able to adapt and change and still be a really good game, even when the pitch is a little bit slow. So Joey Carter just with a free hit inside the 25, so we won't be able to go directly in the circle. It'll have to travel 5 before entering the circle.
Yeah, with Luke Sirik, good
skills by Luke there. Oh, touch from Luke, and that's a PC. I think it was an accident, but unfortunately the umpire and I also agree there was nowhere else that ball was ever going.
Yes, no, I don't think that was meant for anywhere other than the baseline. Probably tried to disguise it, just didn't disguise it well enough. So... Is
this 4th PC for West?
I think so, yeah.
So I think Trinidad had a fair bit of space down that kind of left-hand side. So I think if it was me, I'd probably look for that kind of bouncy little slider, maybe back, return to the pusher. There's definitely a little bit of space down that side of the goal. Or maybe even Ed York running in for a little touch from the left.
Andrew Stead to inject. That's it again.
Miss hit from Trinidad. Unfortunately, it was on target though. Just hit a West player before crossing the line there.
So Pat's just clearing it, just to allow them to set themselves up.
So St Pat's press giving West still not a lot of room in close. And sometimes when teams are looking to throw overheads, presses they kind of fall out, maybe set a bit more of a 3/4. But St Pat's still being really aggressive, putting pressure on that player with the ball.
Yeah, I think it's really important as well, like particularly in the wet, pushing right up and being in their face, it forces that overhead. And obviously defenders usually have that right away when it comes to receiving overheads from the ground. So that might be the play by St Pat's, force them into the air where their defenders can then just sit under it and then they can just get possession. Now it's a very attacking overhead by Josh Williams, trying to find a pocket of space in the circle, but West's holding out well there.
Yeah, and I think, like as we said, anytime you let Chutney receive it in the circle, it's dangerous. So West doing a really good job of making sure that he didn't get any opportunities there.
They forced a turnover. Now here with Mitch Kleeman. It's back to Josh Williams. Josh Williams plays it across to Matt Hope.
Hope he passes it out wide.
Good little play there by Ethan Plenty.
Did well to beat Joey
Will Wallace.
Carter.
Well done by Darcy. Good.
Really good
touch.
Composure there by Darcy.
Noah puts it forward. And the ball's slowed right up, so Andrew Stead putting some pressure on Josh Williams, but able to find Darren Williams, and now out to Malcolm Long. Plays a good ball into the middle, but just couldn't control it. Darcy gone under a bit of pressure, but is doing really well.
Well done, Darcy. Good skills and good decision making, but just knocked it out of reach, but was lucky enough to...
He's fallen over as well. I think he's got that from his older brother, Jay. I think if you watch Jay play later on tonight...
I don't know what you're talking about.
Jay, later tonight in the first grade game, he falls over quite a lot, Jay. So Darcy taking that family trait with him. But that's...
Both very good defenders, though.
Very, very good.
Jay.
But West have won a free hit here with Stephen Bothroyd. He's got a good bit of skill.
In the circle. Did that hit a foot or just past a foot, I think?
Yeah.
Well done from the St Pat's defence there. I think that was Hopi on the ball.
Yep. Now with Alex Trinder. Finds his teammate, but St Pat's good. They've worked their way out now with Jack Evans. Just unlucky there by Jack.
I think West are probably lucky that the field's not allowing St Pat's to get those quick turnovers, because they definitely look ready for them, but that ball just slows up a little bit too much.
Now here with Andrew Stead, just couldn't control it. Now Malcolm Long for St Pat's. So St Pat's pushing players high, trying to stretch that West defence. Mitch Kleeman just unlucky there. Again, probably trying to play a ball that's not ideal in wet weather. Now Andrew Prattley for West. And plays a ball in that's just come off the shin pad of Noah Buchanan, I think. And Mitch Kleeman, I reckon he'll take his time. Will either get the transfer or the overhead. Gone the overhead.
Good line by Darcy.
And Charles Miller cleans that up well. And now back to Andrew Prattley. He's won a free hit. Maybe the player wasn't 5, or now West will just look again to build up some possession. But well done by Blake Coles. Done really well there. Dispossessed Charles Miller. It's won a free hit.
That's a short
corner. Yeah, Josh Carter there not not the required distance away.
Very good quick play there by St. Pat's. Absolutely no doubt that they were deserving of that penalty corner there.
So
And their first piece of the game.
Now St. Pat's turn. This is going to be a great opportunity.
What do you think we'll say? I'd say a chutney hit. What do you think?
I'd say a chutney hit as well. Potentially, again, maybe looking for something a little bit like... Oh,
I think he was ready for the hit too, but we're just looking for an injector.
yeah, so Josh Williams coming down to inject. Now, the injection, again, if you can see, that push-out spot is really, really wet. So this ball is... Josh Williams really going to have to...
Put a lot
of oomph behind it. He's done well.
Yeah.
Out to Malcolm Long. Tried a bit of a slider, but couldn't do it. And well covered again by Charles Miller.
So I think that short one's the right call, but even though it would have lost its deception, I probably still would have put Chutney on that left spot.
And it gives Chris McCarthy's...
Too good at scoring goals, I think.
Well done there by Josh Miller to stop that in the corner. Again, yeah, St. Pat's staying up, nice and aggressive. Going to try and force the overhead here from...
Yeah, and good touch. Lost another ball though.
Yeah, lost the ball over the fence.
Oh, good work, Lecky.
Oh, he does everything, this
Saves
man.
the day, hey?
Although he almost slipped getting over that thing. So those new who play Canberra hockey, and outside the turf here, there's some bricks. Oh, Chris McCarthy again. He's everywhere. Now overhead's not going to be the smartest thing against him. He's about 8 foot tall. So and here he goes. He's followed through.
Oh, unlucky Chutney. And
Yeah.
we've got someone down in the circle just off camera. Is that Darcy? I think Darcy's...
Yeah, I think it is young Darcy McDonald. He's a tough kid. So back on now. Darren Williams over it. Finds his bit. Well done there by Darcy, protecting the top of the circle. And Bell trying to leave that, but well done there by Noah Buchanan. 50-50 balls are gonna slow right up here in the wet. So any ball into those wet patches are gonna be definitely gettable for players. Now Josh Carter, look for that. We're gonna look for a big overhead. He's found him. Josh Williams coming across and covering, doing really well. Stephen Bothroyd winning the free off sideline hit off Ethan Plenty. Yeah, so he wins a free hit from Malcolm Long and does really well to beat that first tackler. Great tackle there by Josh Williams. So both teams doing really well to deny any space in behind for the overhead. So just their defenders making sure they're in front. So any ball that comes down, they'll win the free hits as they're first on the spot. Josh Williams again doing good covering, but well tackled by Stephen Bothroyd. And they've managed to keep it in Jack Evans, but recovered by Wests.
And earns a free hit. Good space to earn a free hit down in that corner. Hopefully they're able to shift that point of attack. We can see Josh Carter just in front of the 25, pressing for that ball.
St. Pat's doing really well though to deny that ball out.
Yeah, very good job there. And quick free hit by West to try and catch St. Pat's within the 5.
Yeah, and smart play by the St. Pat's defenders. Could have jumped in there out of just trying to stop them from getting to the circle, but remembered that he had to retreat his 5, so not giving away any unnecessary short corners. Again, St. Pat's really aggressive here, but he's managed to find Ed York, and Ed York has found Sullivan Bacchus.
Oh, and that was a really good turn by Sully to get that ball at goal. We've got Trinder out wide on the ball there.
Just good little ball in, but well covered by St. Pat's.
Yeah, really good defending by St. Pat's, but also good patience there by Wests, really waiting for that opportunity. Unfortunately, ball slowed up just a little bit too much there for the Wests team, and Pats were able to get a look at it, but good patience out wide, and Wests able to re-win that ball.
Mitch Kleeman probably just using his body a little bit too much there on the West attacker, so now Alex Trinder on it. Now here with Josh Carter, but well covered.
Not a lot of passing options, so Josh forced to take it out and back and around. Out to Matt.
Not a bad play by Josh. Obviously, all 11 players from St. Pat's are behind the ball, so getting it back out to that halfway line means that the St. Pat's team will have to push out, and then space can pop up in the middle for them. But St. Pat's have done really well. Now Malcolm Long. It's a bit of a frantic pace. I think they realise if there's another delay in this game, that it's probably going to end up being the game will get called where it stands. So St. Pat's really pushing to bring it up to level. So at least if it's called off, they've forced a shootout if possible. And West obviously looking to try and maybe put that second goal away, which might make it a bit too difficult in this weather for St. Pat's. Andrew Prattley, nice strong run up the line now.
Tackle by Chutney.
Well done there by St. Pat's. Now we are with Malcolm.
Just a little bit too long on that one. It's really hard playing on wet, I think, because we talk about maintaining that depth often for strikers, but they're also aware that the ball might not get to them when it is wet. So it's a really hard kind of balancing act to decide how close to go back to the ball or how deep to stay.
And Darren Williams.
Lots of space in the middle of the field here for St. Pat's.
But good covering there by Sullivan backers. Just put him under enough pressure. But well done there by Darren Williams. He's Josh Carter now. Again, looking to run, but again, Darren Williams there. Now it's Tyson, but good tackle by Lockie Norberg. Again, well done by Malcolm Long.
And Pratt's able to find head out wide and just turned over by St. Pat's. And again, turnover.
It looks like there's a goal scored on the other field.
Can hear some cheering. It looks like West's women are up in SL2 against ANU 1-0.
So this game here is
a little bit of a theme for West today.
Yeah, no, West's always historically very well represented on grand final day here at Hockey ACT. It's a good ball played in, but just hasn't hit anyone. So now West will, with a minute to go in this quarter, West will look to hold on to it.
So I feel like this quarter went quite quickly. I had more opportunities in this corner than I think we had than I think we had all first half. So both teams definitely came out after that break really determined and kind of keen to get in the circle and create some opportunities. And Chutney just a little bit too wet over there. Wasn't able to get the run that he was hoping.
Yeah, Matt McKenzie for West.
Just out of reach of Pat's forward there.
There you go, Josh Carter. That great tackle by Griffin Bell.
Yeah, really good tackle.
And Griffin Bell.
20 seconds left so that we're desperate to try and get into that circle.
Well done by Ethan Plenty.
Very
good
nice
turn. It's hit.
Oh, Steve in the knee, I think that was.
Yeah.
Was it up off his own stick, though? I think Lecky's called us St. Pat's free hit.
Yeah, so Sully Backus over the ball. I think he's got his mouth guard halfway at his mouth, Sully, so he might need that in there, but it's popped
Safety
in.
first, Sully.
And the goalkeeper's clear, and that will be the end of this third quarter, I believe. So, again, I think the pace picked up in that one. Lots more attacking opportunities for both teams. And we will see you again in 2 minutes for this final quarter of this CL2 men's grand final.
Energy space is the future of training for electrical apprentices, harnessing technology to make skills development as effective and as efficient as possible. Energy space supports teachers in the classroom and apprentices on the job site to get the full picture on skill development. For a great game of social golf on a beautiful course, visit wonqy Country Club on the corner of Northbourne Avenue and the Barton Highway, Lyneham. If it's competition golf you're after, wonqy has a variety of membership options available to suit a variety of needs. For further information on social golf or memberships, contact the club on 6241 3377 or visit wonqy's website www.wonqy.com.au. Got a niggling injury that just won't go away? Why not see the team at Powerhouse Physio? located here at the National Hockey Centre. They will get you back better, stronger, faster.
Welcome back here to the fourth quarter. Before we get underway, hockeyists would like to thank Transformed, an award-winning education and training organisation, for being a major sponsor of the live streams. And shout out to wonqy, who are here all day. So 1-0 to Wests in this fourth quarter, and straight away Wests pushing the ball down the opposite end, and we've got some Pats over the ball, looking to get it down the other end. But good line there by Darcy. I think he's having a really great game today.
Yeah, no, Darcy's definitely stepped up. Now here with Mitch Kleeman. Well done by Andrew Stead. Won the free. Bit of advantage there by the umpire because West had it, but just couldn't then connect back up with Andrew Stead. Now it'll be Matt Hope on the ball for St. Pat's. In the over, he's found Ethan Plenty, but just couldn't control. Darcy McDonald again.
Yeah, again, there, really good receive and good turn by Darce. I think he'd probably have my player of the game so far. I mean, there's still 15 minutes, so plenty to play for, but I think he's having a solid defensive game. And
yeah, there's been lots of actually quite good performances out there today. I think Darren Williams for St. Pat's has been really good in the middle. Alex Trinder, I think, for West is playing quite well in that defensive group. But I think that West defensive group as a whole is playing quite well. They've not really, I think they have not let a clear chance through. I think they've had one short corner, so that's always a good gauge of how well you're defending.
Yeah, absolutely. And they look composed and calm. They haven't really, St. Pat's haven't been able to fluster them, even with that super aggressive press that they've been setting all game.
So Andrew Prattley just miscuing his overhead and throwing it into the middle of the field. But they've won the free hit. Now Charles Miller, that's a good overhead.
Brilliant overhead.
Nice and attacking.
Get a second crack at it.
Drew Stead.
Oh dear. I think that follow through. Is that a stick or ball? Oh dear.
I think it's right on the kneecap though. So who is it? It's Matt Hope. So, not sure if that was stick or ball, but he's gone down. He looks in a world of hurt, Matt Hope, but he's tough as they come. Get some movement in it. If he goes off the field, it'll be a very big loss for this St. Pat's defensive group. West have won the long corner here, and it's with Charles Miller. Out. One teammate will get it out. West again, just looking to hold, but St. Pat's with a brilliant bit of defensive work there. Darren Williams winning the free hit.
Good transition by West, though. A lot of their players are back and in front of that ball.
Yeah, he's Mitch Kleeman. He's put it through now. I think it's hit all the dry patches on its way down to the sideline.
Didn't slow up quite in time, but that was a beautiful space.
It is good space. It's one of those. Throwing overheads, particularly over here, you need to make sure that there is space in behind for you to run into. And he's thrown it from the right to the left. So, again, moving the defence one way to the other. So, smart play by Mitch Kleeman there. Now, Ethan Plenty. Ethan Plenty with some really, really nice skills. Got a really nice drag. Someone with very long arms. Darren Williams with a good spin. Now to Mitch Kleeman. He's out here. He's found Malcolm Long again. Malcolm Long evading Joey Carter. Yeah, he's won a free hit there. Quick play of the ball. I don't know if that was where it was from, but allowed play to go on. Yeah, it's
good strong hockey there, and calling that ball back for a St. Pat's free hit.
Yeah, I think that's probably smart play there by the umpire.
West's free hit, sorry.
To bring that back, I think it was no one quite knew what was going on, so just making sure that everyone is back to where they need to be. But that overhead hasn't worked out. Now here again with Ethan Plenty, but well cut out by Luke Sirik. Luke Sirik with the ball through. Yeah, got his way through. Probably unlucky advantage wasn't played, but great work by him. Steve Carter stole
well
some.
Intercepted there.
Good play by St. Pat's now, and they've looked to get to the other side of the field now. Good tackle there by Darcy.
Yeah, really good touch by Darcy, able to kind of slow that play and force St. Pat's. I think he wanted that free hit there, but not quite.
Now here we are with Griffin Bell. Griffin, another of these young St. Pat's players coming through, and again, another one who's made really good strides the past couple of years up to this level.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of really exciting juniors in both this St. Pat's and West's group, and it's really great to see the mix of that, those juniors coming through with some very experienced senior players within the group, and I think it's going to do really well for all those juniors.
Definitely. So now, just Jack Evans unable to bring that down, and now it'll be West with the 16. Again, St. Pat's being really aggressive, but Charles Miller's able to find Steve Carter, who's found Luke Zurich, but cut out by St. Pat's. St. Pat's doing what they need to do, being ultra aggressive. They need to win the ball back. Good bit of skill there by Charles Miller.
And good tackle by Toge.
Definitely, it's play on. Steve Carter with the ball down the line. It's going to work now with Noah Buchanan. Yeah, winning a free hit there.
And Luke Zurich quickly takes that free hit.
Kleeman's on the ground, and yeah, Luke Zurich winning that free hit there.
Trying to suck some of those St. Pat's players in. I was about to say, I'm also not sure that went 5.
Well done by Matt Butters, the umpire there. It's a tough one to call.
Yeah, and perspective is so challenging with that 5 yards as well.
Charles Miller kind of doing what the West defence and St. Pat's defence have been doing all day. I don't know if... I think only a handful of overheads that have actually gone, paid off, I think. So both defences doing really well defending the overhead. St. Pat's moving into a bit of a back 3. Just to try and bring another number forward. Alex Trinder doing really well there, holding his ground. And 9 minutes to go. Alex Trinder with the good ball over the top. It's just going to roll out, but again, he's managed to give his team about 50 metres of space here, so now they can set up. Both teams looking to stretch and give their midfield lots of room. Went on by Malcolm Long.
Good spot by Darcy. It's still St. Pat's free hit as that knocked onto the West's foot there.
Mitch Kleeman, we don't think he's caught that. I think the idea was there, maybe trying to just drop it into the back corner of the attacking circle. One of his players was free.
And will that be a goalkeeper substitution? Yep.
Yeah, so Jared Evans down there calling it. So goalkeeper for St. Pat's coming off, and they'll put an extra field player on. Yeah.
So really important, I think, with some goalkeeper substitutions. It's super important to play a really aggressive style. You're taking a gamble, so you may as well go all in there. So you can see that St. Pat's did substitute on a striker. So Will Wallace.
Here we go. He's on the ball now, Will.
So it's going to be important here. We can even see, can't see on this screen here, but St. Pat's still have, I think, probably two too many defensive players back in this group. What type of shape do you like to play when you send your goalie, Jesse?
St. Pat's with the back 4, I think they can still hold that, because if you're playing a back 4, traditionally other teams will play the front 3 against you, so you will have a free player there. So I don't mind a team keeping their back 4 shape, but I definitely see the benefit of, I personally like moving someone into the midfield, having an extra number in the midfield, just to allow you to maybe try and get those breaks through the middle of the field, which if you sometimes have that extra forward, you're still going even numbers. I think the key is to identify where you can get that player advantage and putting that player in there. But I think St. Pat's doing the right thing. Jared doing it early, which is good. Trying to get that goal back, and then watch if St. Pat's score, they'll quickly put him back on. So it's smart, I think. I mean, sometimes coaches and myself done it. I think when I've taken goalkeepers off, sometimes you get to the stage and you realise you maybe have done it a few minutes too late. But St. Pat's doing it well now. They've got probably the run of the play, so like that they're forcing turnovers.
Yeah, I agree. They definitely are the run of the play, so I think it's a good time to make that substitution. And I think they're shifting quite nicely using Matt Hope out wide, who's their left half at this stage, to still kind of almost move to a back three shape, but out wide.
But we're on here. Griffin Bell.
Good defence.
Yeah, well done by Griffin. Yep, don't put himself under too much pressure. He just realised what he had to do. But what St. Pat's are doing really well there is, because they had that extra number up front, every single West defender had a person there. So in the last 3 quarters, players like Darcy McDonald and Charles Miller have been able to sit free, and that's no longer the case. They're unable to do that. So if they move the ball like St. Pat's were probably hoping they moved the ball in that little passage of play there, they should open up a one-on-one, ideally probably aiming for a one-on-one with someone like a Chris McCarthy to in that circle. Well done by Griffin Bell, forcing the issue there.
Really well done. And so we can see, like you said, we can't see on this screen at the moment, but all of West's defenders are marked up really tightly with the St. Pat's player.
Here we go. So they've won the ball again. Here. Bit of play, but well done by West. Ed York finds Stephen Bothroyd.
That's a well-timed overhead.
Yeah.
Ed not quite able to get it. Hope in a good position.
Just found Darren Williams. But well done there by Steve Carter. Now, Steve probably looked to bring it to this side of the field, but he's gone back to Stephen. Not a bad option. Stephen's very good one-on-one. Just couldn't control it there. Now here with Malcolm Long. Malcolm Long's been very good for St. Pat's today.
I do agree. He's had a good game.
And here by Josh Carter. Smart play out to this open side with Luke Sirik. Tried to find Andrew Stead. Mitch Kleeman doing enough to just break the play down a little bit. Now this is when it gets dicey there without a goalkeeper. Matt Hope's kind of playing as that goalkeeper, but for those who maybe haven't watched hockey in a while, the new rules when you take the goalkeeper off is no player has goalkeeping privileges. So if Matt Hope's standing in the goals, if that's hit at him, he can't use his feet like he used to be able to. So brave position to be in.
Nice rule change though. It really encourages that kind of attacking play and attacking kind of mind of you have 11 field players versus that you have 10 field players and one person being a goalkeeper. So definitely. I think it's a really smart kind of rule change, forcing people to be a little bit more strategic when they sub that.
Alex Trinder again doing well with that. Just that little one-line overhead.
Yeah, I think that's probably been my favourite kind of play this game. I think those long overheads haven't really worked. It's those little short one-line overheads.
Yeah, Blake Cole's trying to get in front. Andrew
Good
Pratley
work
doing
by
enough.
Will.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good defence by West. And again, that composure, they didn't even look flustered there. Just thought it was quite an exciting opportunity for St. Pat's.
Now, 2.5 minutes, I think it's 3.5 minutes to go. Now here with Josh Carter. Josh Carter and Chris McCarthy. Jack Evans, pushing in, hopeful just to try and...
Oh, good
but well done by Josh.
Will, but Josh able to get that out.
Yeah. Stephen just breaking it down, getting a free hit. Josh will look to go over the top. Trying to, again, a father-son duo out there in Josh and Steve Carter.
Another father-son duo.
Yeah, it's better than in Canberra hockey.
Yep.
Now, but Charles Miller again has found Andrew Stead. Andrew Stead is a member of the West team that's won the past 2 premierships in first grade, so a very handy inclusion for these second grade boys to have someone of that level of experience in your side. Now here we are with St. Pat's out with Malcolm Long. Just misjudged that, but he'll recover it. Plays the ball down the line and has found Josh Williams. Josh Williams with a good ball down the line because that's going to stop.
Go Chutney.
And here we go. Chris McCarthy one-on-one.
We see
Good tackle by Charles Miller. St. Pat's with the long corner now. Josh Williams. Ball out.
Sending it out.
Again, probably just trying to get this West defence to move, but just
unlucky not to make that trap out wide. And I think probably, I don't know if Mitch really wanted it out that wide. He was definitely holding a little bit more infield. Probably didn't want to receive it in that big puddle.
So here we go again. West trying to push players high.
Just less than 2 minutes.
Josh Carter with a great pickup, but just couldn't control that over the line. Now Ethan Plenty going to walk off it. Josh Williams.
Quite a big puddle of water over on this side of the field.
Again, Chris McCarthy losing his marker.
looking for a PC, not able to get one.
Yeah.
Good umpiring by
I think so. I think Chris just lost control there as he entered the circle there, and as he tried to touch that ball onto a foot, I think he maybe just touched a West player's stick. Josh Carter again looking for that over, but it's going to go to the sideline. Minute 20, so this is going to come right down to the wire here. Josh Williams with the ball over the top.
Well done by Luke.
Yeah, Luke's
straight onto the hill.
Yeah. It's out. It's, you know, they don't have to worry about it for a little bit. So just reminding everyone as well, St. Pat's have had their goalkeeper off now for almost 10 minutes and really have probably controlled the game since that came on. So really well played there by St. Pat's to keep that attacking momentum. They haven't been unlucky not to get an end product, and that there just couldn't connect Josh Williams with Darren Williams.
So I think they've done a really good job in their attacking third, but they haven't really been able to enter the circle.
No, I don't think. I think Braden for West has not had to face a clear shot today. So all in a day's work, but now here it is with Ed York. He just couldn't connect. So
less than a minute left, and it does not take long to score a goal. So we still could very well be heading into shootouts today.
Here we go. Matt Hope over the line. He's found Mitch Kleeman.
Mitch able to earn a free. Oh, no, not quite. I thought that hit a foot. That's why I don't umpire.
But well done by Will Wallace, putting it a bit under pressure. Now Matt McKenzie, 6 seconds. So they're going to have to get it in the circle, but I think West are going to hold on here.
23 seconds.
23 seconds. I'm watching the wrong clock, sorry. We've got 20 seconds to go. So Josh Carter just unable to do it, but he's recovered well. Now the key for St. Pat's here. Don't break, don't breach.
Good work by St. Pat's. I think they probably wanted a free hit.
They've won a free hit.
Just 6 seconds left. St. Pat's will be desperate to get that ball back in the corner. Well played. Oh.
Yeah, and that's the final whistle.
That is it.
So West have won it 1-0. A goal in the second quarter, I believe, to Andrew Stead from a short corner, but a game that's had everything. A delay.
Keeping it exciting for the viewers back home.
So congratulations to Western Districts Hockey Club for their win in the CL2 Men Grand Final, but also congrats to St. Pat's on a great season and a great game today. It was very, very exciting. Once again, Hockey ACT would like to thank Transformed, an award-winning education and training organisation, for being a major sponsor of the live streams. Your support is greatly appreciated, as well as Wonqy for providing a live stream for today's Grand Finals activities.
Do you have any other games today, Jesse?
No, I'm done. I'm done. Just get to watch now. So I think we've got CL2 women now between St. Pat's and ANU. So I'll be leaving. I think, Lil, you're doing this one?
Oh, no, I'll be back for the CL1 women at 6 o'clock. So we've got CL2 women followed by the CL1 men and then the CL1 women tonight. So a really exciting afternoon of hockey still to come.
Perfect. We hope everyone sticks around and finishes the season with us. Thank you.
Hockey ACT would like to thank the following companies for their continued support throughout the 2020 season: Duncan's Plumbing, Capital Chemist, Canberra Labour Club, Sports Link Travel, and O'Neill's.
Energy Space is the future of training for electrical apprentices, harnessing technology to make skills development as effective and as efficient as possible. Energy Space supports teachers in the classroom and apprentices on the job site to get the full picture on skill development. Today's game proudly sponsored by Synergy Group, a professional services firm delivering dynamic solutions to government. Canberra born and bred, they exist to uncover what could be so that it can be. They imagine life-changing ideas and help our government make them a reality, and are creators and advisors behind some of Australia's most important projects. For a great game of social golf on a beautiful course, visit wonqy Country Club on the corner of Northbourne Avenue and the Barton Highway, Lyneham. If it's competition golf you're after, wonqy has a variety of membership options available to suit a variety of needs. For further information on social golf or memberships, contact the club on 6241 3377 or visit wonqy's website www.wonqy.com.au.
Being a sports physio, I see lots of injuries. As you can imagine, I've seen plenty of ankle injuries, and I have used many different types of ankle braces, but to be honest, I've never seen one as superior as the XOL. It allows your ankle to move like it was designed to, but it kicks in the moment it goes to go too far, and in that way it protects the ankle joint. So whether you're an elite athlete, a weekend warrior, or just someone who enjoys getting out and about, the XOL will give you confidence as well as a sense of freedom to keep you doing what you do each and every day and to enjoy life. XOL.
Hockey ACT would like to thank the following companies for their continued support throughout the 2020 season: Duncan's Plumbing, Capital Chemist, Canberra Labour Club, Sports Link Travel, and O'Neill's.